11 and Wright Shots, 88 Van Ira, 193 Hendricks, and KC.
Yeah, I do dailies, Emma. I do dailies. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, with the exception of Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay. And were these locations the targets of the shots that were fired?
No. We do a whole podcast.
Hold on. That was Mr. Adams and Mr. Sharp.
I'll rephrase.
I stand objection.
Did the reports that you investigated originate from the occupants of 88 Van Ira and 193 Hendricks? In other words, you understand that question?
Yes.
Oral, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Chronologically, what was the next event that you investigated?
I believe it was Ruby Harper, 34 or something, Ruby Harper.
Did you investigate an event at 349 Cleveland Avenue on January the 12th, 2015?
I stand. I'm an oral objection.
Was that one of the events involved in your investigation that you conducted prior to talking to Detective Ray?
Yes.
Who was affiliated or connected with 349 Cleveland Avenue?
That's basically in a YSL territory area.
And is that something that through your investigations you determined as a detective?
I stand objection.
How were you able to determine that or make that statement to the jury?
Based on being a detective and a gang detective.
Cases. Oral, sir. Oral, sir. Thank you.
What was the incident that you investigated that occurred on January 12th at 349 Cleveland Avenue?
Shots fired.
5 minutes, y'all.
And
Everything's set.
did you investigate as the perpetrator?
I don't recall.
Do you recall who the victims?
Big Yank, what's up with
Not
it,
off
brother?
the top of my head.
Be right back. 5 minutes.
Would you draw a line up from January the 12th and write 349 Cleveland, shots fired? Now, we're showing you a summary of those events that you investigated prior to talking with Detective Racy. Refresh your memory as to who you investigated as the victim and who you investigated as the assailant in that case?
Yes.
He said he doesn't recall.
What's good with it, Yank?
Oral objection. You may refresh his memory.
What's up, man? I'm on these flowers, man. On these flowers.
On them flowers, man. I'm on the flowers too, and not the same ones you on, but I'm on them. Yes, Lord.
Just to let you know, I'm gonna be going through some crazy terrain.
Okay, so that shit gonna be all over the place. What's it looking like over
So
there?
try
What y'all
to
got?
keep me. I'm in Kentucky now, but I'm 95 miles from Virginia and straight Healy. So if you need me to comment, if I don't comment, just keep me last.
Right.
So that way I can get up out the situation. Yeah.
Righteous. I got you. I'm doing this share over there right now on goddamn Bigo. I'm getting love over there on Twitch too, though. That's dope too.
And showing to defense what
I don't even promote over there really.
are previously provided.
I haven't even added it to
What's
my
the
show.
old? Hey, you know we 80s babies. So what's that old saying? If you build it, they will come.
They will come. If you build it, they will come.
You know what I'm saying? And I like what dudes that came in here and said yesterday. He said, "Man, it's something different." So we know nobody else doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
I was in a conversation with
somebody.
Go ahead. What you saying?
And if anybody, y'all got to get out the way. I hear you.
A copy of that refresher record.
And if anybody else doing it, kudos to them. I mean,
right.
It's
I don't think they get it. I don't think they get down in the trenches like I do. But I was having a conversation with a female earlier. She was like, "Yeah, true. You know, it's probably like why don't more women be on there?" I'm like, "Look, I actually make these topics for the women, but we talked about it last night. Let me turn this trial off."
Without reading out loud.
I told her, I said, "Man, I base the topics for women. Like the topics are to you know what it is." I said, maybe, because we said it last night, you could be, you know, back in the day, 35 with a 25-year-old wasn't uncommon, right? And you go back as far as you want to go, and it wasn't common, but today is not common, not because of the stigma on it. The reality is it's not common because these women don't value the same things. So it's hard to have those conversations with, you know, you got to find those people. They not in the surplus as it once was. You know, the hoes used to be a minority. Man, they went on a run where now the hoes is a primary. Fuck a priority and fuck a majority primary. Like, you got doctors and nurses and lawyers and that are women that, like, they still embody this whole movement. So it don't matter how success, they basing it like men, you know, success. Like, well, hold up. That's still, like you still entertaining whole energy. You can have all that shit. Is a man really gonna take you serious when you got all that whole energy? When we talking about these kind of topics we talk about over here, if you got whole energy, you ain't really in a rush to jump in there.
Right. And then another thing, everybody must respect the topic and don't think it's attacking you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it don't fit you, don't make your opinion and move on.
Right.
Put your dukes down.
You know right. Hey, I picked this topic, not me. And they like, it was me and I know who you is. And let's go. Let me go hard on her. Nah, it ain't nothing like that going on.
Yeah. But it's about to get ready and fade out because I wish I could show you my terrain.
I'm about to go live anyway. We about to get it popping. I'm hitting record right now. Start recording. Start recording. All right, we good to go. Hey, blessed and fine. Feel free to jump up on the panel. About to get the podcast started. Welcome everyone to the Voice of the Degens. I'm gonna be your host, your tour guide through all things Web3 and Red Pill today. Funny enough, you want to know the crazy part, Zach? We had everybody tap in and tap out, tap in and tap out, and we back to the same guys we started with. so I don't feel so bad. Just do my little routine checks. Make sure everything's loaded. Okay, we loaded. We everywhere. Okay. Welcome to the Voice of the Degens podcast. I'm your host with the most, RickeyTru. We got a few topics today. We're going to get right into it. Got a few buddies with me. We're going to get it popping. Topics of the day, man. Let's get right into it. Privacy protocols, guardians of your digital footprint. And then we're doing love, money, and power, navigating relationship dynamics. That's where we at with it. Okay. Want to give a chance. I mean, we already did our intros once. We had a little technical difficulties. We had to bounce back and shoot back for an hour back and make it work. But yeah, we back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the floor to my guys, give a quick little, you told me something on the last one, Q. You said it's time to get into some altcoins. Care to go back into that, sir? Do I need to unmute you? Maybe. No, I don't need to unmute you. Oh God. Yeah. Y'all there?
I hear some fuzziness. It's really buzzy.
Yeah. Okay. How about now? How about now? Zach? You didn't run off on me, did you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm in my
Okay.
other garage
Okay.
grabbing parts.
We're good to go.
But yeah, I can hear you good now.
Just making sure. Silk Crip, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, bro. All good.
Oh yeah, I was trying to tell you, go ahead and give us some of that alpha you was giving us on them altcoins, man.
In all honesty, from what I'm looking at, I'm probably sub 5 mil at the moment, which is really high risk. So if you do want to look for some undervalued altcoins, then jump on something like Morales and put in the data of what sort of range of market cap that you want to play in, and look at anything that's been consolidating for a little while and put in a few bets into that.
And I was saying earlier, what I was saying earlier was it's it's a difference between traders and investors. Investors, they take they take a couple bucks here and there out of, say take 10% of their paycheck. And they put it over here into, different assets and shit. They want to stack different things in their portfolio. And they go into them altcoins, right? Altcoins, I don't know what my range is when it comes to market cap. I won't lie to you, so Crip. I don't have a set market cap. I like Harmony. Harmony One. Is it Harmony One or is it just Harmony? Y'all familiar with that? Anybody heard of Harmony? No? Okay. Okay. Harmony was one that
I've heard of it. I don't know what it does though.
That,
you know,
that isn't it? Harmony One.
Is it Harmony One? I know it's probably Harmony One, but just Harmony One sounds like a fucking dating site. So I'm like, damn, am I tripping? Like, is it what the fuck is it called? I want to say, damn, I want to say it's Harmony. I'm almost sure that was the token. But like they're I would call that a low market cap altcoin that I knew of. Like they had it going on for a good minute. But I'm more into the I'm more into the other alts, like another low cap. I don't know if it's a low cap, but pricing is great on it right now. We talked about Pancake, Cake. I think that's a good, altcoin if we're being real. I mean, do you look at what do you look at Cake like? Silk Crip, what do you look at Cake like?
It's probably far too high a market cap for me to fuck
Right,
with.
right.
It, there is a DEX that I have been looking at recently. I did actually get out of to go full degen, but that's Dodo DEX. So that's pretty big, and I have seen a whole lot of pools being created through Dodo DEX. So that's definitely one. And another one that I do like for the tech side of things, and it is at about the same market cap as Pond Marlin, and they do have some interesting.
I've been seeing Marlin. I did see Marlin. I
companies.
did see Marlin. That's crazy. I just got wind of it this week, actually. That's crazy. Okay. So we running into some of the same good game. That's right. Zachariah, you care to speak? Let the people know something? Or are you too busy? Either way.
No, as I said before, I'm taking the day to work on my motorcycle. It rained, and I was supposed to head to the farm. But as for game, just remember to take a day for yourself. I don't grab grass. I grab trees, grass. I don't grab people by what Mr. Trump said.
But I do grab.
So,
I grab
right.
trees, grass, and I grab ass. Maybe not by the pussy, but definitely by the ass. You got to worry about my dog ass catching that ass. That's how I feel. I grab life by the ass. Some people grab it by the balls. I grab it by the ass. I ride that motherfucker. But welcome everyone to the Voice of the Degens podcast. I'm your host with the most. I think I told you that already. Your modern day smokesman. About to light up something right now. We're gonna take a quick little break, get a little music break in, right? Be back in a second with some bullish vibes. We'll go into topic one: security, protection, those type of elements in our topic. We'll be back in a sec with the Voice of the Degens podcast, broadcasting on Twitch, Telegram, Bigo, Twitter, and YouTube. And coming this Friday, Zoink. Let's get a song in, be back in 4 minutes. Voice of the Degens.
I wish I had an explanation for the popularity of the man I'm about to introduce, but a gift such as his apparently cannot really be explained, but it can be felt and enjoyed. So why don't we just do that? Let's do it for him, gang.
Yeah. Yo, girl got a cute face. Her friend got a nice body. They just wanna have fun. This my type of party. 20 bitches in the lobby. There's plenty bitches in the lobby. They all drinking, they smoking. This my type of party. My car just pushed to start it, but I don't even wanna start it. These Versace shades is retarded. I can buy your apartment. I'm buying out the department. It's changing all the compartments. Switch lanes on niggas in charge. Switch chains on niggas went harder. I hang with niggas on the Dodgers. I hang with niggas that'll rob me. I came with hoes and they squabbing. So you don't want no problems. 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 Your girl got a cute face. Her friend got a nice body. And they just wanna have fun. This my type of party. 20 bitches in the lobby. There's plenty bitches in the lobby. And they all drinking, they smoking. This my type of party. This my type of party. This my type of party. Make money like Oprah. Do it big like I'm Sosa. Never drink King Cobra. Getting head on the sofa. OPM is over. Nobody is colder. You niggas sniffing that coca. I don't even drink soda. Niggas gotta live sober. I wrote this blowing Doja. Niggas know I'm a soldier. OPM till it's over. Phone by Motorola. I fuck with honeys that's older. I got money that's older. 18 karat that's golden. Interviews on the phone. Living life like a stoner. You can hit, I don't own it. Money give me a boner. My car look like a loner. I got hoes in Arizona that got a college diploma. And my watch got pneumonia. Yo girl got a cute face. Her friend got a nice body. And they just wanna have fun. This my type of party. 20 bitches in the lobby. There's plenty bitches in the lobby. They all drinking, they smoking. This my type of party. This my type of party. This my type of party.
All right, we back. Voice of the Degens podcast. I'm your host with the most, RickeyTru.ETH. We're going to get right into topic one. Let's get right into it. Where is there we go. Topic one. Privacy protocols. Guardians of your digital footprint. On first sight, Mr. Silk Crip, who are the guardians of your digital footprint as of current, sir?
So, this I do find interesting. However, I'm not overly privy on the tech side of privacy coins. Like, I do understand how mixers work and a little bit of cryptographics of mixing private keys in certain protocols.
I got you, bro.
I don't have any reason to try and stay anonymous. So every wallet that I do own, all of my crypto has come through from a government-controlled entity for fiat onboarding. But I will say this, even though I am not in any capacity trying to hide myself, if someone were to, and you were working with less than 5 figures, the best way to keep anonymous is to, even if it is from profit of a wallet that is known, that you sell for fiat and then you go and buy crypto for cash P2P. That is the ultimate way to stay anonymous.
Righteous. Do you find it hard? Are they making it harder over time? And I'm talking big to small, no matter the scale. Do you think they're making it harder to stay anonymous in this space? Or is there any level at this point where if you wanted to take profit in any way, is there any point where we're still anonymous in your mind?
No, not at all. I do think that there are protocols out there that are a lot harder for entities to be able to follow. For instance, Tornado Cash, but then you did also see the problem where they were able to blacklist wallets and freeze their money from moving on Ethereum. So personally, that's an industry that I'm staying well clear of, but I do like to try and keep up with what's happening.
Righteous. Let me ask you this. What if there are any privacy coins you have actually heard of? What are some you've actually heard of as of recent that are making like big noise in the space?
Yeah, so I've got a mate that is into what was it called, Houdini, and their ticker is, so it's just another generic
You're
mixer.
talking to the other people on the other side. We can't hear them.
That one's been around for
y'all can't. Wait.
Time, so.
Wait. Let me make this clear. Hold up. I didn't know
We
that.
gonna have to do the
Yeah, hold
thing
on. No.
again.
Yeah, I gotta switch up again, right? Hold up. You can't hear them. Hold up. Let me make sure. It might be them. Y'all can you hear the other side? Silk Crypt. Let me do something. Let me do my little thingy thing.
I did
Can
hear
y'all
someone,
hear
but it
us?
wasn't clear.
Can you hear them now?
Can y'all hear us? Can
No,
y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us?
I can hear you, but breaking up.
He's breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
can't hear
you
nobody.
can't hear nobody. You hear me?
I can hear you, but I just can't hear nobody else.
Hold on.
I heard number two, but
Hold on.
My bad, my bad. I had to exit
yeah,
out
I can
real
hear
quick.
number four, but I can't hear nobody else.
All right, let me do something real quick. Let me.
They
I'm
We
not
live
sorry.
we
connected
live
to us.
editing. We live editing right now. Hold up. We making sure this shit all the way official. All right.
He muted.
Silk Crypt. Say something. Silk Crypt, can you say something? Damn, he's not even talking. So, hey, Big Yank, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I
Can you
can
hear me?
hear you. Can y'all hear Big Yank? Somebody give me a thumbs up of some sort. Y'all can't hear him at all. All right, it's an edit. It's got to be done here. Hold up.
I can hear him.
You can.
I can hear him.
No, you can hear him. Of course, you're in the same room. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Microphone. Loop back. Is loop back not working? Let's see something here. Say something, Zach.
I gotta get a charger.
It's saying it's coming through. That's crazy. Y'all can't hear it. Let me try something. Try now. Playboy.
How about now?
Let me see something. Playboy. Say something to me.
Hello?
Zach, did you just hear Playboy?
I can hear a nigga.
No, I heard some guy go hello.
That was Playboy. Okay.
All
Playboy,
right.
can you hear Zach?
Yeah, I
Zach,
heard him.
you heard him?
I heard
Okay,
him.
cool. We good. We good.
Yep.
We good. All right. With that small little break in the action, right? I bet we good. We good. Now I can unlock everything. I can unlock everybody now. Cause they couldn't hear y'all, and I didn't want that to be the case. Hold up, did I just mute Cash? Cash, you're not even muted. What are you doing? Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. All right,
I
back.
think she had got up and turned her camera on.
Okay, so back to it. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. Okay, we back to it. Silk Crypt. Is Silk Crypt still here? Hold up.
Yeah, Barrett, still here.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So I was asking you, are there any altcoins that you may know of? I'm not altcoins, privacy coins that you may know of that are actually working to get the anonymous, community back. You feel me? Like that. That I can actually be anonymous in this, or the closest to it, because I've seen companies that are taking, Bitcoin and fucking Ethereum and all these things, and they're letting you buy gift cards with them. Is that still anonymous?
Yeah, I mean there are plenty out there. I don't follow too many of them, but I do know and have followed one a little bit recently, and that's Houdini. Ticker is Lock.
Houdini, I
It's
remember.
just a generic mixer.
Okay.
But other than that, I haven't really followed too much because it's not in my trading strategy or investing strategy. Sorry.
The Tornado Cash, I'm very familiar with, and then I seen they went down for the count. Somebody got on their ass. You're from a era of what would we call Silk Road? What would we call that? What is the the term to be used for projects like that.
Anonymity is the biggest one for it, and that all started with XMR being one of the main currencies used for those illicit websites.
Was it all illicit? Do you believe that the stats they were kicking out were factual stats, or was that to like further the point that we can get their ass canceled? We can use that to get their ass canceled, in other words.
I definitely wouldn't underestimate the amount of illicit transactions that go on, that's for sure. I mean, I can't firsthand say what the numbers actually are, but I would not discount.
Same goes for Wells Fargo.
Even if that...
Same goes for Wells Fargo. If you ask me, the same
goes. They're owned by BlackRock.
Huh? Ooh. You know, like there's illicit money going everywhere. Hey, Playboy, hop in like box 3 or I mean box 5, so or box 1. You know what I'm saying? Hop in that box 5 so they can see, yeah, Playboy over here. You feel me? They can see now. You can see yourself on the screen if you really look. But yeah. What do you think about the whole? What do you think about the whole guardians of the digital footprint? I mean, what does that term even really mean to you, Zach? Talk to me. Is that just a bunch of LARP?
It's just a bunch of people minding my business when I'm trying to fucking take care of my shit. Fucking eyes on your own paper, and look. When the internet was created, when all this stuff was made, there's always going to be a good and a bad, right? If you can't figure out how to self-regulate, then do you think that the powers that be are going to be any better? Like, we gotta do better because we can do better. Like, be better. I don't know how else to put it. I don't want people looking over my shoulder for any reason. It's like I'm really good at a few things I do, but somebody, like let's say a boss man comes up, stands behind me, I'll screw it up right now. Just erase any of the 20 years of experience I had. Just somebody watching over my shoulder, I don't like it. Get out of here.
Let me ask Playboy this. Playboy, bank or cash? How you would, if you had the perfect world, how would you move? Somebody dropped $1 million on your ass right now. Would you rather have it in cash or in a bank?
In the bank.
Why the bank?
Yeah, that's. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm saying it, I probably would take it cash and then put it in my bank slowly to build my credit up and go put some. When I put the money in my bank, I go put a down payment on something. You feel me?
Right.
Get my credit up even more, nigga. So then I can what? Oh God.
Righteous. I asked you that because I feel like if I had $1 million cash, that's a liability, right? I don't feel very protected with the cash. I don't know how protected I feel with a bank, except if something goes wrong, I feel like they make it right, but I can't guarantee. This is the problem. When I take it to the bank, eventually somebody wants to know where the money came from. And I come from a world where it's really no one. Listen, in 1920, whatever, does anybody have a relative that's 90 years old and cognitive? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, I would love for you to ask them this question. Ask them, is it anybody's business how you get your money? I need answers from somebody who's still alive.
The answer would only be from my husband or my wife. That's coming from my grandma and grandpa.
Right. And it's in the house. In other words, it's on the flow. It's in the house. Nobody business, not my kids. It ain't my kids' business how I get my money. Just to that point, it ain't my mama's business how I get my money. Now, maybe my wife, yeah, we are a business together on paper, right?
That's right.
But who can really and I'm bringing up these points because I'm tying it all back to like the theory of the guardians of the digital footprint. the guardians have to have all the information. I think that's what I felt like you were really saying, Zach, was like the guardians have to have all the information. It won't work unless the guardians have all the information.
Unfortunately.
If they don't have the information, it doesn't work, right? Now,
nope.
Now, is there a way to be guarded and not give up your information? How hard is it? Well, I'll tell you this. You can look it up if you'd like. There's a place called Vegas Vaults. You know, people come to Las Vegas and make a lot of money, right? Lose a lot of money, but some come with a lot of money, right? And you don't necessarily want to go put it in you're not from Vegas. You don't want a fucking safety deposit box here. You don't want the casino holding your money. You want to go get you a vault. So they developed a system. I believe the company that owns the building that this particular anonymous safety deposit box, basically that's what it all breaks down to, is an anonymous safety deposit box. How do they know? Like, and your money's supposed to be protected here. Well, how could it be protected if I never give you my name? Well, this is how it's protected. There's the biggest private security company in Vegas goes by the name of TSI. TSI buys the building. This is where their headquarters is. Their headquarters has a vault in it. Not only a vault, but they're the armed security walking around the building 24 hours a day. We got 10,000 employees. Hell, if you need help driving something somewhere and you don't feel safe enough to drive it, we'll drive it there for you. That's what they do for a living. Then they open up this vault and they say, hey, listen, you don't have to give us your name. You don't want us to know who you are. We don't want to know who you are. Just use your eyes. Do a retina scan. You just throw your eyes on there. Boom. We lock it in. That's this person's eyes. They're allowed in the building. Boom. Retinas. Boom. Bam. All right, I'm in the building. And as simple as that. So if a company, a small private security company, can come up with a concept that easy to protect its customers, why can't we ensure that? I'm watching it in real time. That's not a digital footprint, though. What's so hard about protecting with a digital footprint without having to use anything but, in essence, my retinas? Is that too far-fetched? Or there's some things that go wrong with that? I mean, substitute retinas with cold wallet. Or actual digital key that you can get in a physical form. And that's your two-way factor, or whatever the fuck they call it. What do you think about that, Silk Crip? Talk to me.
Honestly, I think that most mixes and stuff like that is always going to be a way. You can even see it through the likes of someone like Zach XBT, that's been able to trace funds even through mixes and sexes. So it's, for me, I think the only real one that was available was Tornado Cash, and that was because it was open source. And I honestly think that if you're trying to be private, the only way to be able to do it is to work between Cash and new wallets.
Huh. No, I thought about that too. I say, they'll try to track you on the way out, but they can't really track you on the way in if you do it right. Now, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how important in crypto is privacy?
Well, there's like good causes for it. For instance, big companies that are looking at doing a merger. If everything was blockchain based and that was where the majority of finance was flowing through, then you would need to protect payments going through for mergers and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, if that sort of information is leaked, it's going to manipulate the price of the stocks, and that's essentially going to be at large insider trading. So that is one good reason why there needs to be anonymity.
Now, I ran into a problem as of not too recent, but it happened maybe a year or two ago, right? So I happen to I do business in the space, right? And I get Bitcoin, Ethereum. I get many different beans. You know, I get funds from many different places, right? I was flagged once on a transaction because because it was a sex base. In essence, it was a sex I was sending the Bitcoin to, but it was like, this Bitcoin's from Cuba, and we don't do business with Cuba, so you know, uh, we're not gonna accept it. And I'm like, the person that sent it to me definitely wasn't from Cuba, right? But for some reason, this Bitcoin was reading like it was from Cuba, like the origin, right? And I'm like, how do they even know that? And how do you even combat this? Like, at some point, you would have to think there's Bitcoin circulating everywhere in the world. Can people really flag you for receiving something that may have wanted once upon a time? Like, say you're in Russia, and who's Russia at war with right now? Ukraine, right?
Ukraine.
Right? Okay, so if Russia didn't want to do no business with nothing that came out of Ukraine, but I'm in America, and let's say 100 degrees of separation away from here, those original Bitcoin were bought in the Ukraine. So when I try to send them to somebody in Russia, it's like, yeah, they originally came from Ukraine. No, an American sent these to me. Like, what part of the game is that? What are we like? How did they know that? And I'm going back to the privacy of it all. How would they have known that? And to be wrong is even worse. But I get that. That's you doing many variables that you will allow from your system to let come over here. So that hit the variable for whatever reason. But that's not the question. The question is, how did they know? Even though they were wrong. Or they may not have been wrong. But I definitely didn't receive something from somebody from Cuba. I received it from somebody in Texas. Right? What have you experienced anything like this? Have you heard of anything like this in the space, Zach or Silk?
You have to repeat that. I'm sorry, I was wiring here.
I was saying,
in this space. What do we hear?
Hold on. Yeah, I'll put y'all on pause like that. I thought my Uber Eats was here. Then I remembered I never even ordered it all the way, did I? Nah, I didn't order it. Somebody ordered for me. That was nice of them. No, I was saying, damn, I said Uber Eats, and that just changed my whole train of thought. We were talking about the privacy. Have you experienced an exchange of some sort not accepting your Bitcoin or Ethereum because it was from a country that particular country's laws don't accept things from certain regions, i.e., America and Cuba maybe 3 years ago. So if someone sent you, Bitcoin,
I haven't.
Have you heard anything like that, Silk Crypt?
Nah, it's not something that's come up on my radar.
I'm gonna go deep into that account because I still have that account that it happened in, right? And I remember, and it was through Cash App. And if you know anything about Cash App, from time to time they may deny your Bitcoin deposit for whatever reason. Sometimes they don't give you a reason. Sometimes it's trivial. It's really trivial when they will and will not accept it, right? But yeah, I need to go back in that account and look and see if I can pull up that documentation. It was pretty crazy, but it told me, it was like, yeah, your Bitcoin came from blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, it didn't. And we don't do business with them. So, and they kind of left it at that, right? But my whole question about it is that I'm trying to figure out how they knew where the Bitcoin came from. I thought that's what we got in this game for. I thought that's what so they couldn't know exactly where it came from. But I guess, that's just part of the game, I guess. Let's get some final words on the topic. So, Crick, give me some final words on the topic. Privacy and the guardians of the footprint, is it all some bullshit?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. It's all some bullshit, huh? 100%. So, I guess that's what we all made the Bitcoin for, right? I mean, that was what we all got into Bitcoin for. It was kind of like wasn't always about the financial advantages. It was more like, this is my money that nobody know about. You know what I mean? This is mine. Nobody knows about it. And it's an investment, so it's growing over time. That became a thing, right? It's not like that anymore, and we really don't know which way this shit's gonna go. If it ever will be truly private again. He brought up Tornado Cash. Tornado Cash was a doozy. It was a way to send in your Bitcoin or your Ethereum, and it would, in theory, wash it. Like, I don't know if I don't know if it was made intentionally. I think it was made to be anonymous more than anything. But I'm sure people abused it and was literally just washing hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars with it. And so it got shut down, which I'm still not sure how that worked either. Because certain things hit the blockchain and you can't change them. I see you, so Crypt. Let me bring you back up. Go ahead, so Crypt.
Yeah, sorry, I picked that because I was in the elevator. But I think the main difference to point out with Tornado Cash is the fact that it was governed by the protocol itself, by the open source code. Whereas you look at the other privacy mixes along the lines of MR and stuff like that, is that they are owned by an entity, and that the inner workings of it can be changed, and that it is all stored on a database rather than an open source algorithm. So that's where I think it got attacked, because at the end of the day, open source and the protocol that was produced for Tornado Cash is a lot harder to be able to trace than anything else.
Right. Any final words on the topic, Zach? Oh, okay. Good to go, sirs. Nice knowing you. We're gonna take a quick break. Come back. We're gonna talk some love shit. Sex, money, love, power, drugs, all that. No, I'm just playing. Not all that. But surely we'll be right back. Voice of the Degens podcast. I'm your host with the most, RickeyTru. Topic 2 coming up shortly. I guess I can go for this. Yeah, let's do this. Be back in 4 minutes. Voice of the Degens podcast.
Boost your revenue and drive growth with Google
Yo,
Ads.
it's your man
Reach high-value
RickeyTru.ETH,
customers
your
across the
modern day
entire-
smokesman. I just want to inform y'all all. We on quite a few platforms. We on YouTube, we on Twitter, we on Bigo, we on Telegram, we on Zoink. We just keep adding things to it, you know? We got Twitch coming up real shortly. But the home base has always been Telegram. We appreciate all this support we get across every platform, and we more than happy to accommodate you and let you come do your thing, no matter what platform it is. But if you really want to get based with us, come on over to the Telegram at Voice of the Degens. Yeah. Go to your app store right now. You got the Apple, that new one? Yeah, go download that Telegram Messenger. Go to the chat section. Type in at Voice of the Degens. From there, you'll figure it out. And if not,
A lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want to shoot with the red at the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe.
already. We back. Voice of the Degens. The Degens. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed the break. You got me something to drink real quick because you know I'm a real player like that. What's up with the cash? I see you up in them comments or in that top. I see you. I see you. Okay. Let's get into it. Topic 2. Let's talk about it. Love, money, power. Navigating relationship dynamics. That's where we at with it. Y'all ready for this? I said, is y'all ready for this?
What?
Yeah. Let's get
Yes,
into it.
sir.
Let's get into it. Love, money, and power. Which out of the three is the most important to you?
The love.
That's you, Zach. You said the love.
Always the love. 'Cause
What,
everything else will fall in line. You got that.
what about you, Silk Crip? Are your sentiments the same? Do you
Sorry,
share?
what was that?
Do you share his sentiments? Love, money,
Love.
power. Which one is the most important of the three?
Love.
You share his sentiments,
Oh, he's
sir?
copying. He's just
Sir?
copying me.
Okay. What about you, Big Yank? Big Yank. Big Yank.
Love.
Love. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because
Cash, you
you
gonna
know what
pop
I
in?
feel about money and
I know how you feel about money. I knew it wasn't going there. But you do drive a big rig, so
power.
you might be into power. I don't know. You might be power tripping out here. I don't know. You in the big boy truck.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
low key.
All
I'm low key.
right. I tried to see me. Hmm. I'm gonna be a critical thinker of the three. It's up to me. I'd have to ask in depth. What is power to do what? What kind of power are we talking about here? Because you can get all three. It's just which one is the most important. Love can take me a lot of
Just
places,
think
but
of
it can't take me in the middle of the
just
ocean
think of
like
the
Lieutenant
movie
Dan.
Power.
Oh, the show.
Yeah, the TV show Power.
I can't think of if I think of power to think about this. Hell no, I'm not gonna. I don't want no power. Nah, I feel you. I feel you. Anybody seen the episode of the Twilight Zone where the dude he walks into the antique store and the dude got the genie thing. You get the lamp. He rubs the lamp. He get the wish. He asks for the money, but he gets so much money he start giving it away. And then after he give away like most of it or not all of it, the IRS come in and snatch everything else he got. Right. And then it was like I forget what the second one was, but it didn't pan out either. But the third one was he said, I want power. I want absolute power. I want to rule with an iron like the people bow to me. Right. And then the motherfucker threw him in. He said, okay, I can give you that. And he turned him into Hitler. right when the war started. The same day the war started, he look out the window, goddamn it, they dropping bombs. It's Hitler locked in his office. Hey, you asked for the absolute power, bitch, you got it. Right? And so I kind of think, when I think of power, that's where my mind always go back to. But that's why I say, what kind of power, you know? But the most important, I can honestly say, is if it ain't power, it's definitely not money. All the money in the world. I heard somebody saying a song yesterday. You can have, and I'm quoting, so don't kill the messenger. Be mad at the message. But he said, you can have a lot of bitches and still be a bitch. I don't know how y'all took that one, but that was pretty deep to me. That was actually pretty deep to me. And it's like, yo, you can have all the money and you still be a bitch. To me, that's how I took it. Like, you can have a lot of things, but love is a whole different thing. The thing about love is that you got to give a lot of it to get some. You don't have to. By nature, some people are geared to just giving a lot. And Some people don't know how to reciprocate that kind of love. But let's get dead into the topic. I did want to just know out of the three, which one y'all saw the most value in. Now that we got that out the way, let's get right into it. All right. In a relationship dynamic, do all of these three elements exist in a traditional or modern relationship dynamic? Cat got your tongue?
I think they definitely all exist in modern days because, well, you know, one way or another, whether you have the money or you don't. I mean, I don't have the money to go pay a mechanic to work on this 1982 Honda, but I got the power to do it. My wife loves me, so she lets me work on it.
We always talk about the triangle too. Can you have all three? Or is it more
I
so
think
when
so.
you get two, you got to give up one?
It's compromise.
If you want the money and the
It's
love, you
compromising.
can't have no power. If you want the power and the love, you can't get no money. Is it one of those things? Like, I gotta ask.
Well, maybe it is. I guess Cat Williams said it best.
Did y'all catch the Cat Williams? So somebody caught the Cat Williams last night. Did anybody catch it? I know you, Big Yank. You said you was gonna wait till the weekend to watch it, but you definitely gonna watch it, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. That's the first thing I'm gonna do after I take a shower.
He said, as soon as I lay there, I'm out of here. Yeah. I was it seemed pretty good. I might have we got busy like at the end of it, so I didn't catch the full end. I need to go back and watch it again. But for the first 20, 30 minutes I was watching, he was killing shit. He was definitely killing shit. What's going on, Paper Chase? I see you in the building, brother. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on that? Does every relationship, traditional or modern, possess all three of those keys? Money, love, and power?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely do think that it does. But the only thing out of those three things that can't be taken is love. That's only a one-way street for positive or negative. When it comes to power, I think it's in a relationship, it's interesting because if it's negative, then it's manipulation, and if it's positive, it's influence. And if it's positive, then the recipient has to already be agreeable that the person that they're asking for advice is essentially given the power to be able to influence them. And money is a tough one. I think that depends on the standard of living and the morals of the people that think that it may dictate their happiness or not. So it's a hard one to answer when it comes to money.
Right. You know, does one who possesses all three dominance of the three? If you have, and I guess it goes to like let's say a man self-employed, 80K a year, after tax, 80K, goes to work, works his ass off, has some money, has some investments, uh, owns his own business. So, he's the big man, and he's a loving person, right? Um, does it always resonate to him having control of the relationship if it's that dynamic? Because I've heard women say women are more prone to tell a man today that I don't care how much money you make, when in fact most women, if they were going to be in a romantic situation, actually do care, and in fact they should care, but it's I think to make sure that the power structure of the relationship is, I guess those kind of false pseudo boundaries are put up when, for defense reasons, of course. In my eyes, I think it's all about it's all in the defense of it. But I've never been in a relationship with a woman who was all of the above, so I don't know that I would approach it that way. But 9 times out of 10, when it comes to men being in that position and dealing with women, a lot of times the things that, because all of those things should be valued, right? A loving man should be valued, right? Y'all agree?
100.
A man who goes and makes his own living for himself. He really has the control of what he's doing in his hands. That's a beautiful trait, right? And in return of that kind of power, he's got money, so he has the means to secure a certain lifestyle that you may want as a woman, right? All of these things are positives, but and it's crazy because in the club, the woman's attraction tends to lean towards men, right? Like what and what they look like. You know, I don't date short dudes. I like guys with dreads. Uh, you know, he got to dress nice. All these, superficial things that mean nothing, right? in the grand scheme of things. Only to be told at the end, like, no, I really care about what's in his heart, what's in his mind. And at the same time, I don't care about what kind of money he makes. That would never be a draw on point for me. I don't care what he does I don't care if he's in the NFL. Like, I'm not gonna let somebody, and it's all these stigmas that all these righteous things that a man could actually be could turn into toxic things that women swear that they don't worry about anymore, but we all know that they should be worried about in a relationship. That's where I'm going with the navigation of the dynamic, right? What has turned these things cold in a relationship?
I think that comes down to like the whole feminism thing of women not wanting to be led anymore. In a traditional relationship or in the past, most women have looked for a strong man that can lead them. And at the end of the day, power is directly correlated to being able to influence, and that's why money's got such an issue with power, is because in this day and age, having a lot of money means that you've got a lot of influence to be able to change your standard of living.
Right.
So that's where it can get a little bit hard. I do think the whole feminism thing is where the problem stands, because that power dynamic is now at a stage where a lot of women aren't looking for that traditional power influencer in a man to be able to lead them forward, that they want that power. Well,
How about you, Yank? What's your thoughts on that? You around, Yank?
Uh, yeah, I'm here. If you can hear me.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Well, let me just speak on what I hear nowadays.
Okay.
I don't want to take it back because it'll seem like it's we want everybody can't relate to it.
Right.
Nowadays, if you can't if you don't have no money, you got to talk like you don't have no money. No raising the voice. No, so that takes
Right.
away the power.
Right.
That takes away the power. And love, if that person loved that person, then they understand why they don't have the money now. They're gonna come together and make the money, and then have power together. And what I mean by power together, is moving those mountains, going through those life obstacles.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how I look at. That's from the woman looking at the man. but it's different. If a man with a woman that's not making money, we still allow her to say what she want to say. We don't even and don't think I'm bashing the woman. Um,
If
we
we in a
don't really care.
if we ever was in a safe place, if we was ever in a safe place, Yank, I think this is one of the safest places because I tell you this, no one's gonna stop you from talking, which means that a person either could listen and turn it off, or listen and have an opinion, or listen and actually hear it. So, and we talked about this earlier before we got on the pod, me and a couple of the guys, like, yo, it can't be taken. That's what Kendall was talking about in that commercial break. You can't. Everything a man says is not to be is not to make you defensive. If your woman told you your feet stink, right? You rub it off on the end of the shoulder, like, oh, I'm gonna hop my ass in this water, no questions asked.
Right.
But if I tell you, hey, your pillow stinks, you think I'm attacking you. You think I'm saying you're not clean. You think I'm saying this or that. And now that and I said it, once it's a defense, there's really no logic that can come from it. Right? Because this will be the way it'll get handled. I don't want to talk while I'm mad. But guess when you're not gonna be mad? When you don't have to talk about it anymore. Huh. So now it's like, I'm not even tripping off of it no more. Let's get past this. No, let's talk. Let's bring it back, baby girl. Let's talk about it, actually. Let's not play that game because that's one of the games that get played. But I want you to know, they either going to listen or they not. Ain't no bashing of the woman. Ain't no need to get in the defense. Would you say earlier, Martin, every topic ain't for you. But go ahead, talk your shit, brother.
Right. Right. But as a man, we'll take the mouth of a woman that's not making that.
Oh, you faded on us. You faded on us. You faded on us, Martin. Is you going through that terrain? You going through that terrain? I gotta mute him. I'm gonna bring him back. I'm gonna bring him back for that thought. What's up with it, Vitalik? What's going on with it, Vitalik? You in the building? I see you. We over here broadcasting. There's a little bit of everywhere, man. What's going on with you? Good to see you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Just hanging in there, talking a little love, power, and shit like that. Big Yank, you had faded out on us, man. You told us that terrain get a little ugly. We'll wait for you to come back.
Okay.
There you go. You good now? You good now? Yeah. Go ahead and revisit that thought.
Yeah. I was saying, like I said last night, a woman's gonna make you be the man, well, you know what I'm saying, support you to be the man you say you are. And if she's not that woman, then you probably.
Killer. Zay Killer, you got anything to put on to that? Zachariah? You gotta run from it. Every time you gotta talk, you gotta run from his motorcycle.
God damn it. Fucking kicking shit over. What the fuck?
Oh man. At least
dropping stuff? Okay, what's the question?
Did you catch the conversation about
I heard what he said.
Yeah. So you heard the question before that. The actual topic of it all.
No, I did, but I didn't hear it.
You faded away. Okay, so check it. So I was saying that when it comes to women, because as a man, I've never lived with a woman who had the power, had the money, and was the top on the love, the cherry on top. But I think that as men, when we have all three of those qualities, women have started running away from that theory to the point where it becomes a thing about, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you play for the Miami Dolphins. I don't care how you get that you go give to the homeless on the weekends. I care about how your heart is. I care about how you treat
I,
me. I care about the
I think that it's a very different dynamic for myself and my wife because she is the one with probably the money and the power. She pays the bills
you don't
and
pay no bills.
has.
You getting it like that? Come on, you lying.
Well, I mean, I handle bills, you know that.
Yeah.
But the thing is like she on paper she's got everything right there. So I don't really ever need anything. I can conjure money out of anywhere just because. I mean, I can. It's one of my special talents.
You work
If
from
I
your
need to
you
make
work
money,
with your
I
hands,
make
right?
money.
You work with your hands. It's not hard
Yeah,
to make money when you use your hands.
that's right. She don't mind either.
Right. Right. You know, but how do I think the modern woman, I believe, like we were talking about it earlier. It's
My,
man, it's
my
the
wife
era.
is
It's
very
the era of
conventional.
hoe.
She's 30.
It
She's
we
35.
we living in the era of hoe. Hoe energy
And my
is
wife
the
is
new
definitely not in the
energy.
hole.
No, it's the new energy. It's. I'm sure your wife doesn't get in the car and put on, the music that hoes put on.
I don't know what that is, but she does listen to some pretty
Okay,
weird
watch
stuff that
this.
she's introduced me to.
Let me show you something. Okay, there is a song right now. This is the lyrics,
WAP.
word for word, verbatim. No, bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass for Drake. No, shake that ass for me. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. This, I'm taking it word for word, verbatim. Like, this is the whole music. And the
That's
problem
a little
isn't,
different.
yeah, very different, right? Now, this is the problem with it. When you have these very successful women, very well-rounded women who start listening to this music too, in the thought that it's liberating in women power at its finest.
That's mistaken.
Do you remember that Amber Rose did what they call a slut walk? Did we forget about this? Do you remember this,
Must have.
Big Yank? Do you remember the slut walk? Do you
I can't say I can.
Okay, Amber Rose had the slut walk. You can search the word slut walk on Google right now and it's gonna pop up. This was national news. The whole agenda is real. And just because they're not hoes doesn't mean they aren't involving whole theory and whole logic into how they're approaching relationships today. That doesn't mean you're wearing a hoe's uniform. That doesn't make you a hoe, but that does mean that you understand their ideology and you've started using it for yourself. You've got nurses who are pissed off because I'd love to get some nails. But there's a difference from nails and hoe nails. You want to know what hoe nails are? Hoe nails,
Yeah.
hoe nails are the nails that if you polled 9 out of 10 strippers, they'd say, give me those. Hoe nails, right? Nothing. This stripper's not a hoe, per se. Neck and neck. But the hoe nails. So when you, hey Chicky, what's going on with you? So when you dealing with where now you got, you ever if you don't know what the hoe nails are, hey, what's going on? Who was that? That was Bob A. Was that Bob A? Yeah, that was Bob A. Okay, y'all piling in. I see it. I'm talking women shit. Y'all, I'm talking about women, so y'all might want to come and defend y'all clan. If y'all got any hearts, y'all gonna pop in a seat and come defend y'all honor as we come into the last 20 minutes of the pod. But yeah, I'm talking about this women's movement, where prominent successful women are starting to glorify the whole movement. um very distasteful in many ways, but if you get prominent people to push that agenda, it softens it up every time. Let me ask you something, Cheeky. Can I ask you can I zoom in on you? Are you in the mood to be zoomed in on?
Yeah, you can ask me anything.
That's what I like to hear. Ask her anything. Okay, here we go. I'm going here with it, Cheeky. As a woman who would be thinking about starting a forever relationship with a man, right? Should she care how much money he makes?
Yes.
I figured that. That was a very logical answer. Now, here comes the backdoor question. Then why is it?
Okay.
Then why is it that when women speak about men that they are courting on some level that I don't give a fuck how much money you make? Why has that become a comfortable term?
I think it's because a lot of people aren't realistic and they're not thinking long term. Um, a lot of people are in it just to have fun, or they are not taking their relationship serious, because if you take a relationship serious, you should care how much the other person makes.
Hmm.
It shouldn't, I'm not going to say it should determine whether or not you're going to be with that person, but it's important for planning your future that you know exactly what it is, what kind of income you all are going to have together, so that you can make appropriate plans.
Righteous. And that just goes to my point, right? This furthers my point that I'm making. And the topic at hand is, let's look at that one time. The topic at hand is money, power, love, navigating 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 relationship dynamics. And we spoke about quite a few things in the process, right? We spoke about a few things. And I got to a part where I'm like, well, these women are it's not even make some of these things they're saying don't make sense. Where it's these are things that a woman should value in a man, and maybe they don't understand you're devaluing a man to his face. It's the worst of a backhanded compliment. Because a man doesn't work hard to get all of these things, only for a woman that should care about these things within the first 2 weeks of knowing you says, I don't care about those things at all. I don't care that you're the starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions. You should.
Mhm.
I don't think that I don't
Why?
care. I don't well because because if you're interested in if we're courting, if we're in a courting phase and you plan on making time for me, you that's a well, think about it this way. I worked my whole life to become the starting quarterback of the Detroit Lions. You just made it worthless to
Mhm.
you. How could I ever take you serious on a level when the things I worked the hardest for throughout my life, you don't even place any, you're telling me, even though I know it's a lie. I know you were very aware and you do care that I'm the starting quarterback of the Detroit Lions. You most certainly definitely do. And for you to say otherwise is just starting off on the bad foot. It's a lie. No different than your kids. I think that people's kids end up like when your kids finally start going against your word. I always think it stems back to the lies you told them as kids, the Santa Claus stories, the Tooth Fairy stories. Eventually, it kicks in like, man, this motherfucker lied to me for a long time. Man, this motherfucker ain't always to be trusted. I'd rather listen to my teacher. At least she never lied to me.
And I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. I thought that as a child when I found out the truth, and because of that, I refuse to tell those lies to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
But not every parent feels that way, and I tell my children that they hear people talking about it, don't tell them what they know, just because I don't know how other people parent their kids, and I don't want to interfere with that. But me personally, I don't believe in telling my children just like, I'm just gonna tell you a blatant lie. no person sliding down your chimney giving you gifts that I worked hard for. I worked
Right.
hard for that, and you need to know it.
And I'm gonna tell you the lie to go with it after I spend all that money. Hell no. And if you could feel that way about the kids, then you gotta imagine how I feel about a woman telling me that me, the starting quarterback, I got power, I got pussy power, I got money power, I got power. I'm on TV every motherfucking night, no matter what's going on in the world. Guess what? In Detroit, they gonna put my ass on the TV every night. You better believe it. They gonna talk about me all week, and you gonna tell me I don't care that you a NFL starting quarterback. I don't. It ain't about the money. You can have $1 million and it wouldn't matter to me. No, that's just not real, love. That's just not real. But you start the relationships these ways, and I think it comes from the whole theories. See, the whole theories never. The whole theories say I want a dog ass nigga. I want a dog. I want to, not only do I want a dog, and then, but at the same time, I want this dog to be faithful to me. It's being preached that you can change men. There go a problem in that. Then it become, let's just value him for what's in his pants. Do y'all recognize gray sweatpants was actually a theory? That was a thing? Is it still a thing, Cheeky? You're a woman, you would know. I don't know. Huh, Cheeky? Nah? Oh, she done copped out. You remember that movement, Yank?
Sure did.
The gray sweat, like we were literally being looked for the same things women told you for years. We do not like being a piece of meat. Now we do, and we gonna make you a piece of meat.
Hey, you familiar with Dick Gregory?
Yeah, Dick Gregory, one of the greatest. I wouldn't call him a comedian because the nigga may be funny, but I'm not gonna call Kanye West a rapper. I'm not gonna call Dick Gregory a comedian. The activist,
Yeah.
Dick Gregory, the great, yeah. I studied the
Yeah,
man.
he's one of my virtual mentors, and he once said, you can go all the way around this world, and you can tell a hoe by her demeanor and the way how she talk, but a Christian gotta let you know she a Christian. That's the problem we living in today. You can pick out a hoe when you see one, but she gotta let you know, a Christian gotta let you know she a Christian.
Ain't that something? Yeah, Dick
That's how we
Gregory,
live.
one of the deepest to ever do it, man. Man, him. I studied him. A lot of Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney has some truth on him. And I didn't look at these dudes like comedians. I really don't look at Dave Chappelle like a comedian. I look at him like, damn, bro, the dude deep as hell. He just know how to make you laugh when he giving you some deep shit, right? And he can put it in front of a lot of different audiences. I bet a conversation with Dave Chappelle where ain't no lights, camera, action going on, and I bet you get some real deep shit. He probably that's Dick Gregory, 2.0. You know, he the next one in
Who else
line.
agreed? Who else agreed
True, what was your
that they
question?
know Dick Gregory?
You said
Was
what?
that Zach?
He said Zach said he
Who
did.
else? Did Zach say he knew about Dick Gregory?
Zach, you know about Dick Gregory?
I don't.
What
I've
about
never
you?
even heard the
Silk
name. I'm
Crip.
sure I've seen the guy, but I don't recognize it.
Silk Crip, you ever heard of Dick Gregory?
Should I?
Yeah, you definitely should. He's dead now, ain't he?
IOB.
Dick Gregory passed away not too long
Yeah.
ago. Yeah. You heard of Dick Gregory, Silk?
I've never heard of him.
Never heard of him?
Ooh, y'all don't know what y'all missed.
Cheeky. Cheeky, you were saying that you wanted me to ask that question again?
Yeah, I was ordering lunch. So I didn't get your question. I heard you talking to me, but I couldn't really respond at the time because I was on the intercom ordering.
I just thought about Dick Gregory. What was that question again, Big Gang?
I just wanted to know
No, I meant the question I
if
asked
anybody
you. Because
was they familiar with him.
I asked you a question.
Oh, okay. What was that?
I lost it once you brought up Dick Gregory. It fucked me up. I was asking Cheeky some about
Oh,
about these hoes.
oh, the gray pant, gray
Oh yeah, the
sweatpants.
gray sweatpants. Is that still a thing? Are,
Thank
wo-
you. You do.
are women still out here looking for men
It's
in
what.
gray sweatpants? Is that still a thing? Like,
Um. Yeah, I'm sure they are.
right?
Some
So
people are turned on by stuff like that.
me, I'm like, I'm just recognizing that a lot of people don't know what power is, right? And I always say it. I say, the men are gonna lose power through history removal, and women never knew what power was before 70 years ago. Not no real power. And they going off of what they believe power is. They're going off of what they believe power to be, and they doing this, and it's the most hypocritical shit in the world. You're giving men what you told them you didn't want just 40 years ago. Oh, we'll say that it's a new world. No, it's really not a new world. It's a new regime. And whole shit running shit. When you got doctors and lawyers twerking on Instagram and TikTok after they win cases and do surgeries, you turn professional environments to the most unprofessional situations. We supposed to throw that shit away when we cross the stage for a diploma, right? That's like the last time you
Are
really
we?
take. I mean, hell yeah, hell yeah. What
Wow.
happened?
Well, there's a
Tell me why.
certain obligatory like dance you can do when you celebrate, but like being a hoe or whatever
The
you say,
whole
like
activity is
there's class,
outrageous.
there's class, and then there's not.
Yo,
You know,
you go
everything
to
can be
China.
done.
You go to China. You go to China. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna go look for videos. I'm gonna type in twerking in China and just see
I don't
how
think that's a good idea.
I'm just gonna see if there in fact are Chinese people over there twerking. But not only that, I
What?
want to see what the
You
reaction is to
realize
the
that
people of the
pole dance
crowds.
started in
No,
China, right?
no.
You realize that?
I mean publicly. Yeah, I'm talking publicly. I'm talking
Yeah,
out on
we're
the
talking
streets.
publicly. We're talking about pole dancing.
You know what
It
they used
started in China.
the last time I
I
looked,
don't like the attack on like
the whole
on
activity,
women
the
right now.
attack,
This is
the
it's
attack
not
on
even the
hoes.
hoe activity. Just because a woman is twerking don't make her a hoe. If you're
But
dancing,
you
it
doing a
doesn't make
hoes
you a hoe.
dance. But you doing a hoes dance. And you doing it in the most professional of
What makes it
environments.
a hoe's dance?
All right. If
Because you're a
a doctor,
professional
because
lawyer,
you're a
and like
professional.
I would expect professionalism.
Like
I
that.
don't expect like my buddies to
There's
be
a
like
thing called
talking
couth.
all
There's a thing
crappy
called
and
there's a thing
degrading
called
people. Like you do that behind walls, like where you know not in
there's a
public
thing
eye. It needs to be
there's a
sort of
thing
You
called
controlled.
definitely
couth.
do it behind closed doors. You
There's a
don't twerk in the courtroom.
so you damn
But
sure don't
you know, you
Yeah,
going
you
out
correct.
with
damn
your
sure don't
friends and
twerk on
celebrating
TikTok.
after you won a case. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it, but if you feel like you have to put it on TikTok for millions of people to see, I think there's a problem. And then guess what? What happens when those
There's
million
a
people
problem
see?
with that.
But that's the norm now.
Yep.
How did I see it? I don't know any lawyers. I don't have no pending cases.
It might
How
be
do I know there's
normalized for the
lawyers?
first
How do I know there's
adultery
lawyers on
in the
TikTok twerking? How do I know there's doctors on TikTok in the hospital twerking? Doctors. Some of them are losing their. Y'all haven't seen the surplus of people losing their jobs for the things they say and do on the internet? Because there's a thing called couth.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it all comes down to. There's this ultimate thing everybody forgot exists when all of a sudden you could do the most outrageous shit you want on the internet. There was this thing called couth. COUTH. If you can't spell it either. Ain't that what Nikki said? While she pushing the whole agenda. It's an agenda. It's a regime, man. Like, no one I do not have a problem with you. I do actually. Actually, I do. Because little do you know, or little do you, or we all know already, right? That the energy that comes with these type of things you're doing. Do you
I
care that? Do
definitely
you
do
care
not
that
raise
my
my
seven?
voice
Let me
at women
do
in
do
any shape or
do you
form.
care? Do you
And when they step up to swing at me, what is that whole energy, or is that just fucking
no? But I
like
mean,
if
yeah,
you want to?
because there was a time where women didn't think that would be a reaction to things. That shouldn't be something that should even be in a. Listen, there's women by not. I don't know if they did it on a vote or whatever, but somewhere along the lines, the definition of what womanhood is was, I won't say fucked over, I'll say skewed and sketched different. Stretched, skewed, sketched different. It's not the same. There are women whose mothers are like turning over in their graves right now. Like, yo, seriously? If it ain't your mama, your grandmama, I guarantee, and twerking been around for a long time. And I'm not just talking about the twerking. I'm talking about, I wish Bigo, if I could do it, I'd pull it up on Bigo. I wish Bigo would let
Men
me, I wish Bigo would let me
men
pull up
used to twerk.
videos that, you said what?
Men used to twerk.
Yeah,
Bobby Brown.
and what was
Men
the
used to
thought?
twerk.
And what did everybody think about Bobby Brown?
Yes. Well,
They thought Bobby
what
Brown
they
was a
can't.
Stand-up
freak.
character, isn't it?
No, he was a freak.
Oh yeah. Right.
So they never
Right.
had to question how intelligent he was. Nobody ever asked that. They rather talk about he was a freak until they could call him a cokehead and a crackhead. If we being real, what else do you know about Bobby Brown? What do any of us really know about Bobby Brown? Because that's not what there was to be put. The things, like I said, when I'm talking about the power trip, I'm talking about from an angle of, if you don't know what power is, you'll play a power role. You'll play a false power role. If you believe power is in physical strength, then if you're an empowered woman, you may think it's okay to swing on men. Is that fair to say?
I just don't see it. It seems like a terrible idea. Like, I guess I'm
But
not in a position to where I would ever really put myself in a situation where a woman's going to swing on me. Like, it had to be some really extreme shit going on, because I don't treat people that way though. You know, like I don't, there's always a certain percentage of population that just don't like you no matter what. Then there's 5%, 5% hate you, 5% love you, 90% you just got to figure out what to do with the rest of them, right? You shouldn't be just getting punches thrown at you all the time. Like,
you don't remember last night where we talked about the difference between 10 years ago versus today, and we talked about the evolution of people and who started existing, and we started talking about Karens and shit. Like, this is like, bro. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Big Yank. By the term twerk, right? By the term, were women twerking 10 years ago? As a fad. As a fad. I'm talking about where it was popular.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a end thing. But they did it, but it wasn't a trend. I would say it wasn't a trend.
10 years ago, 10 years ago, if you would have busted a
girlfriends, right?
10
they
years,
dancing, they do that stuff, right?
10 years ago, if you would have busted a cell phone camera out in a strip club, what would have happened to you, Big Yank?
Bounced.
Shit. You got put out.
You got put out that motherfucker by your collar, right?
Right. Probably.
Today,
depends where you're at. You would have got dumped on your head.
Today, the hoes is like, film me while you in here. Put me on your Snapchat. I'll get in a picture with y'all. This is real. I'm not making. This ain't no joke. What my man? I wish I had my sound bites ready. This ain't no joke. This is really what's going on. 5 years later, after a pandemic, here goes
So
something
you
to
think the
fuck your head
pandemic
up.
just decivilized us?
Here goes a Cheeky. If you're still listening, I don't know. You might be in the comments. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is something I noticed about women, and then I recognize the logic's all the way fucked up. Right now, pussy is selling for $40 a throw. Right? That's not crazy to me, but that is crazy to me. But that's not the crazy part. You want to know the crazier part? Those same women are doing FaceTime calls for $50. Now you see what I'm saying? Did you catch that, Big Yank?
Sure did. If I gotta pay for it, she ain't coming. She ain't walking with money. I know.
The fact that the pussy is cheaper than a phone call, and a phone call is $50.
Right.
This
Doesn't make sense.
doesn't, because whole activity doesn't have to make sense. It's based on buffoonery. Man, listen.
Buffoonery? How old are you?
Buffoonery, complete blatant buffoonery. You jive turkey. You jive ass nigga. Listen, brother. Listen here, brother. I'm old as they come, right? Listen, the whole regime is crossed over into women, to where women aren't allowed to value any of those things in a relation dynamic mainstream. Not in your home, not in his home. Mainstream. Meaning your relationship didn't start yesterday. Matter of fact, it started before 4 years ago, when all of the things we're talking about were non-popular.
Okay, fair.
Today, there's a relationship that's gonna start, though. About 100,000 of them are gonna start today. And 100,000 are gonna end. But they're gonna start in the whole regime. Where you got on, where you can get into the real. Says, well, I love Bigo. You go see some real shit going on. I saw a dude pop into a chat yesterday. Damn, girl, you look good. You look damn good. Wish I could have you all to myself. He doesn't even, and then he called her bae. And she said, I'm not your baby. And he continued to say, well, I'm trying to get to love you. I'm trying to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, this is how dating goes now. She just said, nigga, I'm not your bae. I'm like, it's not even the way women talk to men. But maybe that's the way women talk to men they don't like. Maybe they got that part right. But it's a whole another element to it that we definitely can't cover in one day. But with that said, we gotta get out of this whole regime. If any of the money, power, and love for it to ever be valued ever again, because all of them produce a value to life. School, what's going on, P? We about to get up out of here. I'm gonna get everybody's final words for the day. Talk to me, Zay Killer, man. Give me some final words for the day, man.
All right. Final words for the day. We're gonna go cellar door, mahogany, sprinkler, and let's see. One last one. We'll go with conjunctivitis. Those are my last words of the day.
Conjunctivitis. Wow. Okay. Silk Crip.
That's
give me some good game for the day, Mr. Silk Crip.
Yeah, so going back on that power thing, I think it's a case of if you're really asking for that power, if you really do want to influence the world or a relationship, make sure you're ready for it. Quote Spider-Man, comes with a lot of responsibility. So if you do want to influence, make sure that you've got people that want to be influenced, because otherwise it's just manipulation. And that goes for a relationship with yourself as well. Much love.
Righteous. All right, Big Yank. Go ahead and end this out for the day, man.
Real quick, if you
Oh, you broke up on this, Big Yank. Come on with it, man. Hold on, Big Yank. Big Yank, you breaking up on us.
you hear me?
There you go.
You hear me?
Yep, you in there.
Yeah, I said it. I said, don't be out here twerking all day and night and then get in the bedroom and tell me your knees hurt.
Quote of the day. Out here twerking all day and night and then come home and tell me your knees hurt. I'm fucking with it. What's my, well, since we went down that road today, I'm gonna make my response short and sweet as possible. Let me see what I got for y'all. Let me see. As we exit the episode, let me get right. My saying for the day, my quote for the day. No, I keep them on deck. Oh, yeah. I'll go with a simple one today. I don't know who baby mama I'm going to be with this summer, but it ain't going to be mine. And with that said, drink water, touch grass, and breathe, nigga, breathe. This has been another episode of the Voice of the Degens podcast. Shout out to everybody who showed up. Yeah, it was some technical difficulties, but we slid right through it like butter on toast. Catch y'all on the next one, and we'll do the most. Tomorrow on Twitter exclusively. It's 3 p.m. If I'm not mistaken, it's 3 p.m. Central, or maybe it's 3 p.m. Eastern. Let's go look at the schedule. See y'all here tomorrow, man. Much love.